Okay, it is, first item is I'm going to call to order the West Fargo Planning and Zoning meeting for July 12th, 2022. Second order, approval of the minutes from our June 14th meeting.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes as published from last month's meeting. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Item number 3, this is a public hearing, A22-14 conditional use permit for an accessory building at 522 45th Avenue West, Lot 4, Block 3 of Nelson Acres, City of West Fargo, North Dakota, NARM.
Thank you, Mr. Commission Chair. The applicant has provided a site plan which proposes a 50 by 80 or 4,000 square foot accessory structure to be built northwest of his current home. The rural residential zoning district allows for accessory structures that are greater than 1,600 square feet as conditional use, provided that they are in character with the surrounding development pattern of the subdivision in which they are located within. Oversized accessory buildings have been approved as a conditional use permit within the Nelson Acres subdivision for a number of years now. In 2004, the city received an application for a 9,600 square foot building, which was scrutinized as not being within the character of the subdivision. The applicant revised the request to 4,800 square feet, and that structure was approved. Currently, 4,800 square feet is the maximum amount of square footage for a oversized accessory structure within Nelson Acres, which there has been precedent for approval. Other buildings have been held to the same standard. Staff believes that this size precedent should be considered in this instance as well. The accessory structure will be constructed with metal panel siding and a metal roof. The applicant has stated that there will be no issues adhering to the construction standards for accessory structures within this district. A conditional use permit agreement is required to be signed prior to issuance of a building permit and may include conditions as deemed appropriate by both this commission as well as the city commission. Property owners within 350 feet were notified, as well as applicable agencies and departments, and we received no comments to date regarding the application. The land adjacent to this area is rural residential, and similar style and sized accessory buildings have been previously approved within the subdivision. The application is providing an accessory structure in use to an existing use, and therefore the application may be considered consistent with the comprehensive plan in city ordinances. It is recommended by staff that the city approve the proposed application on the basis that it is consistent with city plans and ordinances, with recommended conditions of approval as follows. 1, that the maximum size of the accessory structure is 4,000 square feet, as specified in the site plan received by staff. This is a public hearing.
Thank you, Malachi. So it's a public hearing. I'll open up for public comment at this time. Seeing none, close that section. Commissioners? Any questions? Okay. Dave, did you catch all that so far?
Sorry, I was, yeah, and I've got the agenda in front of me and all the documents, so I'm following along.
Okay, cool.
Make a motion to approve it.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the application as submitted with the one condition stated by staff of maximum size of the structure being 4,000 square feet. For vote, is there any other questions or discussion required? All those in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passed. All right, item number 4 is a site plan review in the Interstate Corridor Overlay District located at 455 Christensen Drive West, Lot 6, Block 1 of Christensen, First Edition, City of West Fargo, North Dakota, Magnum Electric.
Thank you. This application was received in order to construct shop warehouse space to the south of the Magnum Electric Building. Property is located within the Interstate Corridor Overlay District, which requires, under Section 4-431-A4, that all development shall be subject to site and building plan review and approval by the Planning and Zoning and City Commissions. Higher construction standard is required in that any exposed metal or fiberglass on all buildings shall be limited to no more than 30% of each wall which fronts a public street, provided it is coordinated within the architectural design. Elevations of the building show it will be constructed completely with precast concrete, brick, and glass, which would exceed our standard. The submitted site plan shows a 14,000 square foot plus shop building with a mezzanine level for break room and shop space. Minimum of 25 parking spots is required for the site, with the site plan showing 43 provided, including 11 parking spaces on the north side of the property, with additional shared parking as per a private agreement with Magnum Electric, site to the northwest, who again also owns this property. Setbacks for the building are more than adequate for the interstate corridor district. The submitted landscaping plan exceeds the requirements. The submitted information shows that city plans and development requirements can be met. Staff's recommendation is to approve the site and elevation plans for submittal to the City Commission with the condition that all provisions of West Fargo City ordinances are met to ensure sufficient review is provided for building inspections and other departments. This is not a public hearing, but I'm available to answer any questions, as is the applicant.
Okay, thank you. I have no questions. Sounds like everything is met in the requirements for this corridor overlay. Dave, do you have any questions?
No, everything I've read so far is pretty straightforward.
I would accept a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the site plan as submitted.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to approve the site plan as submitted. Any other discussion before vote? All those in favor of the approval, say aye.
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 Any opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Item number 5, also a site plan review for corridor overlay at 779 32nd Avenue West, Lot 4, Block 1 of Eagle Run Plaza, 12th Edition, City of West Fargo, North Dakota.
Thank you. The applicant has submitted site plans, including elevation plans showing a 1,400 square foot structure for use as office space. You've previously reviewed 3 similar structures within the subdivision, which is located south of Mas Tequila and the Randy's 2. Under the corridor overlay district regulations, there's a higher construction standard requiring the applicant receive approval of building and site plans by the Planning and Zoning Commission and City Commissions prior to obtaining a building permit within this area along 32nd Avenue. Setbacks for the building are more than adequate for the corridor overlay district, as is the landscaping. Under the original subdivision plat, there was a requirement for sidewalk or multi-use path connectivity within the subdivision. Civil plans show that this connectivity exists to 33rd Avenue West sidewalk and to the properties to the north. Required parking for general office uses would be 1 space per 300 square feet of gross floor area. The developer intends to share parking for the proposed 4 buildings within this development. 40 parking spaces would be required, and 45 spaces have been provided. The submitted information shows that the city plans and development requirements can be met. Staff's recommendation is to approve the site and elevation plans for submittal to the City Commission with the condition that all provisions of the West Fargo City ordinances are met to ensure sufficient review is provided for the building inspection department and other city departments. This is not a public hearing.
Thank you. So, again, same situation. All requirements have been met. Any questions? It's only 2 of you. Well, technically Dave's here too.
I'll move to recommend approval.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded for approval. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passed. All right, so item number 6, we actually already discussed while we were delayed, the City of West Fargo needs assessment discussion. Aaron covered that. So I believe we can skip along. Are there any other non-agenda items to discuss? Then the last item is adjournment. Yes, we do. Moved and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Adjourned. Thank you very much. Dave, thanks for playing along. Appreciate it.
Easiest $30 I've ever made.
Yeah, well, safe, fly safe.